Hey everybody, it's Doug here. Welcome back to this Mystic Eye Games playthrough of Sleeping Gods, where we are in episode 10. Wow. And we're continuing to navigate our way with the crew of the Manticore, led by Captain Sophie Odessa through the Wandering Sea, trying to find some totems to raise the gods. If we do that, then the gods will send us home. But in the meantime, we've been adventuring all over this Wandering Sea in our ship, the Manticore, with the crew, and we're not in very good shape. We're kind of a mess. So we're going to do a little bit of a recap here and just talk about what's going on. We had a pretty nasty encounter with a giant flower in the last episode that caused a lot of us to have venom or poisoned. We're poisoned, and that poison is going to do us damage at the start of every turn if we don't do something about it as soon as possible. Well, we're going to get to do some things about it, but not very much. In the meantime, we have a sea serpent following us around, and we're stuck in spiderwebs. It's just crazy. This could be the end of our game soon. So I'm a little concerned about that, but in the meantime, we're going to continue on. Now, what we're trying to do now is get back to kind of closer to where we came from. We're going to navigate our way over to Hunter's Haven, but right now we're in the Crypt of Evol. We're near the Crypt of Evol, where we're going to try and take a couple other actions and see what we can find. So hopefully nothing terrible happens here, but we're going to explore the port there and see if there's something good for us. But in the meantime, of course, we have to take our actions. We have a lot of people wounded. We have a lot of people damaged and poisoned and fatigued and more morale hits. It's just awful. But we're going to get through it because I have some plans. So we'll see what we can accomplish here in the next couple of turns. So why don't we let's get started. Let's dive in and continue our adventures through the Wandering Sea. We'll address some of the quests if you haven't been watching and don't remember them. We have a lot of quests. We have exactly 8 quests open to us right now that we're trying to accomplish. And we're going to see if we can get through them, plus just the main gist of the game of trying to gather the totems. So let's continue and get together with the crew of the Manticore and wander through the Wandering Sea some more. Okay, first up, as always, we have to take a ship action. Right now, I'm concerned about we only have 2 damage. I'm concerned about the state of our ship because that sea serpent's going to keep doing damage. But I do think we need to go here to the deck. Now, the problem is that we have these spider webs, and unless we take an action to do something like a strength challenge, then we're going to have this until we run out of the deck. Now, there's only 2 more cards in the deck, so it's not that far off. I keep wondering if we can hold off. This one's just ongoing until we do something about it. And at the end of that, we're going to draw a fate card. If it's 4+, we don't take any damage, but if we fail, the ship takes a point of damage. Those are really bad cards. However, this is important to us because this allows us to get some resources. So unfortunately, even though it says 2 there, because of those spider webs, we're only going to get 1 command token. And then we're going to draw some of these up. Now I got to shuffle them up again because I don't know. We can draw up to 3, and we just shuffle them around a bit here. We can draw up to 3, and that's going to get us. Wait, should have left that. I think it's that one. Yeah, I should have left that one out. We're going to maybe get some resources, but we can also take some damage. So we got to be careful. So this is the first one. Oh, that's perfect. Let's see. I think we want vegetables, right? Yes, we do, because then we can do a monster cooking event this turn. So I think we're just going to stop right there and take this. We gain, it's not an and or, it's a both. So and how do I know that? Well, let's go find one. We can shuffle them up. If it's an and or, it does that, right? So that's both. So that's a good thing for us. Just do a quick shuffle on that. And we'll get a meat and a vegetable. So let me pull those out. Meat, I got a meat, and I need a little carrot. And a vegetable. There we go. So now we got some. Now we're going to be able to do some things here. Maybe we'll see. Okay, the next thing we're going to do outside of our ship action is we're going to do our event. Maybe we'll get something good. We haven't got anything good at all. No, of course not. Strange illness. Another ongoing one. Oh my God. Members of the crew are feverish. Effect: whenever anyone draws a fate 1, gain -1 health and gain 1 weakened. We got to take care of this. Action: as an action, you may perform a savvy challenge. If you succeed, discard this card. I think we're going to have to do this right away. We'll put that aside for the moment because it says it's an action. That means it's one of our things that we do. Because these are the actions we can take, right? So we can go into our action phase. And I'm almost tempted to get rid of that one right now. we were going to go into the port. So the first thing we're going to do is not going to take an action. We're going to make some vegetable pie. Let's take a look at that. Vegetable pie. It's going to be very good for us. So we have to spend 1 command point, 2 wheat, and 2 vegetables. Yeah, that takes a lot of our food, but it's more than worth it because we're going to get to remove 5 fatigue and 6 health. Not only that, we're going to get an additional extra 2 health. It says passive when you cook a recipe while exploring. I guess that means now, because that's what we're doing. We are exploring. We're going to explore the port. So let's say that's the action we took. We're going to use our outdoor cooking gear. So we're going to lose all of these things. Actually, this is going to stay on it to mark that we used it. But all the vegetables and food and that are going back. This is a passive, so we don't have to worry about that. And we're going to gain 5 fatigue back and 6 health, 7, 8 health. That's really good. Now, I'm going to look through our crew abilities just to see if we have anything else we do. Okay, we did use the deck, so we get to do this as well. Okay, this is Father Marco's ability. It says remove 1 low morale from a crew member when you use the deck. We do, in fact, have a low morale on Rafael Vieira, so he is no longer suffering from low morale. But we have 5 fatigue, so we know I'm going to take 1 off of Marco because he's got 2, so that's 4 right there. We're going to take 1 off of Captain Sophie. That's 3. We got 3 more left. It doesn't say we can take them off of whoever we want. I think we will take 1 off of Mac. She is pretty capable, so we'll take 1 off of her. That's down to 2. We got 2 more left. We'll take 1 off of Audrey. That's down to 1. And let's see, we'll take 1 off of Kasumi. There, that's 5. Now we got to take some damage off of people. So again, we have 6, 7, 8. We got 8 damage. I think we'll take, we're going to take 2 off of Raphael. Puts us down to 6 because he had a lot of damage. We will take 1 off of, we'll take 1 off of everybody else that has damage. So that's, because I think we can do that. We got 1 off of Kanan, 1 off of Marco, that's 2. 1 off of Audrey, that's 3. 1 off of Laurent, that's 4. 1 off of the Captain, that's 5. And 1 off of Kasumi, that's 6. There, that was a really good thing for us there as we explored the area. So we are going to explore. We're going to explore the port, actually, the Crypt of Evol. Okay, it says 110. This is where we're going to be. It says if keyword sleep or keyword dream, we go to different areas. We don't have either of those. So it says haphazard wooden boats sway against the crumbling stone pier lined with broken statues. You watch robed acolytes hobble among tiers of ancient stone buildings, carrying smoking incense and offerings into the dark crypt entrance beyond. The place feels heavy, as if straining under the weight of numberless unseen spirits. We can donate to the acolytes and pay a coin. We can explore the crypts. If requires keyword dead, we don't have it. So all we can, or we can take the flower to Gliglion. If we have the keyword flower, we do not have that either. Or we can leave. So I think we're going to donate. We have 2 coins. It's not much, but we're going to donate to the acolytes. So we'll do that and see what happens. That's going to give us a 110.1. Your eternal balance is counted, says an acolyte when you drop the coin on an offering plate. Then he takes you aside. If you truly wish to help us, you'll find a way to keep the dead dead. They won't stay down in the crypts. One of our head instructors died last year, then moved right back into his house. And now he won't leave. He's filling the place with maggots. It's revolting. We're going to gain quest 138. Let's see what that is. We got a lot of, that's going to be 9 quests we got going on. 138. 138. Okay, we're almost there. There we go. Here's 138. Out of the quest box. And it says keep them dead. An acolyte at the Crypts of Evol. There's that keyword dead that we needed, so we can go explore the crypts now. Told us that the dead in the crypts are rising when they do not know why. Okay, so you know what? I have to do something real quick because I think these Venom tokens are at the beginning of the turn, not the end. For some reason I thought they were at the end. So everybody with one of those tokens, that's Kanan, Kasumi, I have to give bad damage back to Mac and Gregory, and I think that's it. Yes, that's it. Okay. Still, that's bad. All right, well, we don't have to leave. We now have the thing that says the dead, right? So we're going to do that. We're going to explore the crypts. I mean, look, we got to get some stuff. So let's do it. Okay, we're going to end up in a fight. This is not going to be good, guys. Okay, it says, check in the shrine to Thrak, an acolyte tells you. The undead like it down there. You pass through a maze of corridors. Along the walls, rows of skeletons watch you from the dark, empty eye sockets. Thrak's hideous image, carved into a sharp rock, occupies the center of the shrine, his bird-like features leering down at you. A sound rumbles up from the corridors like a slap of boiling oatmeal. Undead creatures shuffle into view. What's a slap of boiling oatmeal sound like? I can't imagine. Okay, we're going to combat, so we need these creatures. I'm going to get them out now. This is a big combat, level 15. So we're going to need, let's see, cards 15. And I'm going to turn them up because they're going to go in order. So it's a flying eye. That's just great. We've encountered them before. 17. Skeleton Hunter, 18. A Skeletal Warrior, 25. This is the biggest fight we've had before. This could be really bad. 25 and 26. Okay, we got all the baddies out. Let's put them out here and get into our fight now. Oh, this is bad. This is terrible. Well, you know what? This may be the end of our game, and I'm going to really be disappointed if we went through this whole game and didn't get a single totem. But actually, it won't be the end of our game. It'll just really set us back quite a bit if we lose and lose badly. However, I'm going to try not to lose. Let's see what we can do here. Okay, we're in combat now with all of these creatures. We have this skeletal flying eye, and they have some special abilities. If we don't cover this one at the end of the turn, it's going to give us -1 morale. This one regenerates at the end of the turn. This one has nothing. The Skeletal Warrior doesn't do anything. He just takes damage. And this Infernal Jackal doesn't have any special abilities either. It just does a lot of damage. The flying eye does. That's not good. Well, let's decide who we're going to start to spend our combat actions on. Of course, we have 4 combat action cubes. I think we're going to start with someone who can do some serious damage. Now, they're flying, so we want to make sure whoever we use on them has a ranged weapon. So we might use our captain, who uses a rifle first and does a lot of damage. We could, in fact, kill the flying eye right off the bat. So I think we're going to try. So we're going to spend 1 on Captain Odessa. Now, she only has a +1 to hit, so she's going to need a 6 to hit that thing. And maybe it's wrong to go after this one, because we can splash damage in either direction, but I think this is the right move for us. So right now we only have a 6, or we need a 5 right now, because she has a rifle. So we need a 5. She has 1, so we need a 4 on the card. And I think I'm going to preserve our combat token. Well, I don't have to spend it yet anyway, so let's see what we can do. Come on, Sophie, let's do well here. A 4, perfect. That is going to hit that creature. So Sophie does quite a bit of damage. She does 4 points of damage. Now, she doesn't have any abilities. I'm looking. She doesn't have any abilities that can help her as a skill. So we're going to just do the 4 points, which is going to be enough to kill the flying eye right off the bat. So she levels a rifle at this thing and she shoots it. Now, how are we going to do that? Well, we're going to do 2 points there. Okay. We're going to do 1 here, which is going to allow her to give her synergy token to someone else. And I think I know who I'm going to give it to. And then we're going to hit the body here. Now, remember, I had 4, but I had to spend 2 on this one. So we have killed that creature. And because we hit this spot here, we're going to get to give her synergy token to somebody, and she is not going to have a retaliation from that. So, boom, it is dead. We're going to put that aside for now. That is really good. That was a very quick kill from Sophie. Good job with her and her rifle. Okay, next up, what are we going to do? Now, it would normally retaliate, but it didn't get to because we killed it right out. So that was a good thing. All right, now, who do I want to give her synergy token to? Well, I think we're going to go into a melee guy right now. And someone else who might be able to kill the skeleton. Now, what's cool about this ability, and I don't know if the next person needs it. It might be the person after that, and it needs to be able to go at diagonals. Because I think we're going to give this one to Kasumi, because she's going to go too. So she's going to get that one, that token, and she has a pretty good chance to hit. That's one of the reasons I'm picking her. She's going to go next, actually. Now, I was thinking about taking this guy out. This guy's got a 7, though, but with Kasumi, we have a 3, so we only need a 5. I mean, that's only. We need a 5 to hit the drying dead. I believe I can kill it quickly. I can at least kill it within a turn, or this turn, which would be helpful before it regenerates or anything. However, if I don't do it right, she will not be able to... now, she can go at diagonals. Well, you know what we could do is kill the skeletal warrior here. Because we could go here, then here, then here. But remember, I only have 3 anyway, so we're not going to be able to kill him. We could kill the Infernal Jackal. So maybe that's what we do. But we have to hit the Infernal Jackal. Now, it needs a 5. She's got a 3, so we only need a 2 to kill it, to hit it. And we'll get to give her a synergy token away, which does extra damage. That would be very useful. So our next token is going to go to Kasumi, who also has the Captain's synergy token. And why is she good? Why does she only need a 3? Let me show you. Okay, here's Kasumi. Now, she has a 2 already, and she's got this Sharp Eye ability, which gives her a +1. So she's got 3. She does 3 damage. If I had a card with a Cunning on it, I could discard it to get 4 damage. She doesn't have that. So we are just going to do 3 damage when we hit, but we only need a 2, so that's pretty good. Okay, got the deck out. What do we get? We got a 2 exactly. Okay, good. All right, so we got a 2, so that's going to give us 3 points of damage, and I'm going to use the Captain's synergy token on this, and here's how this is going to go. We're going to do 2 on the body, so that's 2 right there. I'll just put the 2 on there to let you know. We got 3 damage, and then because I'm using this, I can go diagonally and take it out. It's dead. That's cool, and she gets to give away her synergy token as well. So this will go back to the Captain. We'll take this off because she used it, and this guy is gone. Already, boom, we got down to 3 enemies that fast. Getting good at the combat. I know I did that right. I'm very confident I did that right. Okay. Now, though, since we're killing them, we're not getting attacked back yet, but they are going to retaliate against us. And so one of the things we want to do is get rid of this skull guy, because I don't think we can. I don't know if we can. Who does a lot of damage now? Let's see. You know what we can do? We can give Kasumi's damage bonus here to Marco. Marco has this powerful weapon, and we can hit the drying dead for 3 points plus Kasumi's. That's 4. That's going to be enough to kill that guy. So I think we might do that. Now we'll have to face the 2 skeletons, but we'll get rid of them. So we're going to do that. He's got a +4. It has a 7. So we're going to need a 3. So this is going to go on Marco for this round. We are going to be attacked, and we're going to take some damage, guaranteed, but at least we're doing a good job. So we only need a 3, and I have a way to mitigate that if we don't get it. Oh, we didn't. A 1. Okay, I have a choice here. No, I don't have a choice, because a +1 is not going to do us any good. So we are going to spend our last command token on Kasumi's ability here to give us a redraw if we pull a 1, which we did. Okay, now remember we have a 4, we need a 7. It doesn't have any other special abilities except for regenerates. We got a 3. Oh, yeah, that's right, we had a 4, we need a 3, not need a 4. So we did hit it. Okay, so now we're going to spend Kasumi's token. That's going to give us a total of 4 damage. Okay, so let's get 4 damage out and see how we're going to do that. There's 4 damage. So we're going to start, it doesn't really matter where we start. We're going to start here. That's 2, 3, 4. Now I'm not doing any splash damage. It's a shame, but we're getting rid of these guys. So the drying dead is kaput. We have taken it out. Okay. Drying dead is gone. We're just down to the 2 skeletons, and we got 1 more attack left. I don't think we're going to be able to kill anything, but maybe we can reduce some damage. Okay, so let's go now with, I think I know who we're going to go with. Dr. Gregory Little has this Mythic Axe. It's only a +1, but it does a 4 damage. Now, and it also does some blockage because he's going to need it. So we're going to spend this on him. Now, he doesn't have any way to up the damage at all for this weapon, unfortunately, because he needs strength skills. Doesn't have them. But we're going to use this card. We're going to have a +1, which means we're going to need a 4. And I have no way to, let me think about this before I do it. I have no way to mitigate this at all. So No, I think this is going to be the right thing to do because I think we actually can kill one of these guys if we do it right. So, got the deck out. Let's say we've got a 5, so we hit. That is awesome. So we're going to get 4 damage because of the Mythan Axe. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I haven't decided who I want to kill. I could kill either of these guys. Who's going to do the most damage? This one's going to do 2, 3. This one's going to do 2. This one has an ability. I think we'll do this. So here, I think I can kill him. We can put 2 here. And that means that the doctor gets to give away his token, which does health, I believe. So we'll do that. Now he's the end of the round, but that's okay. We still get to use the token. We're going to hit that, and that'll kill him. So we're actually doing pretty well in this fight. A lot better than I thought we would. Wow. Okay. However, that's all 4 of our guys. So we come to the end of the round. Now, a bunch of things happen at the end of the round. Let me look at the book first. I just want to double check a couple things before we move on. Okay, since we did so well in that fight, we only have to activate him. Oh, I got to figure out who I'm giving this to. I think I'm going to give it to. We're going to give this to Raphael. He's going to be part of our attack plan because he's going to then get to use that and do some extra stuff here. Okay. I got to look up that token to see what it does. But anyway, we're going to take 1, 2 hits. We can't stop it. There's nothing we can do about it. But that's all he does. So there's no at the end of round abilities. You know, like for example, if we had left the skeletal hammer up, he would have done a low morale on us because of that. But he's dead, so we don't have to worry about it. So we are going to take 2 damage on somebody. I think since I think what we're going to do with that is we're going to give this damage to well, Kanan wasn't in the combat. I think we'll give 1 damage. I don't think I can split it. Am I able to split it? I think I am. No, all 1 crew member. Okay, so I think we're going to give it to Marco, who participated in the fight. He's our priest. He will get some things back. We'll see how it goes. Okay, we're going to have to heal him up. He took some damage, but that's it. That's all that happened. He took 1, 2 damage, and that's it. Now we're going to go back. We're going to gather up our 4 cubes. There's no other effects happening in the game, and we're going to get back to our next combat round. I think the first person we are going to have go this round is going to be, Marco again. He took the damage though. I could probably kill this guy in 1 shot with those daggers. I can't, so I don't want to use Marco. I don't want to use Marco. Let me see, what does the doctor's synergy token do? I need to look that up. His synergy token for Gregory is you may activate this token when the crew member reaches 0 health to restore 2 health. Okay, well, that's not great. We're going to take some retaliation damage, so I need somebody who can block damage. Well, I think we're going to use, this is a rough notion. I think we're going to use Laurent Lapointe. And the reason why is, I'll show you his card right now, is while he can't kill it, he does block 2 damage, and that's going to block. So he'll do some damage and block all of the damage against him when it retaliates. If he hits, now he has a 0 to hit, so we need to draw a 5. And I have no way to mitigate it, so I don't know how well we're going to do. We drew a 5. Okay, boom. We smacked it down for 2 points. Can I get his synergy? Yes, I can. So we're going to put, here, I got to put the combat token on. We're going to put both points here. So both points of his damage went on that one. That allows him to give his synergy token to someone else. I think we'll give that synergy token over to Kasumi because she can wipe this guy out. Actually, anybody can at this point. Want somebody who has a good chance to hit. Raphael Vega. We're going to give it to Raphael. Okay, so he gets Laurent's token, and he gets the next combat action. He has a +3, so we only need a 2 to hit this skeletal warrior, and then he's going to do 2 +1 damage from Laurent, so 3 total damage. Let's see if we can do it. A 4. We succeeded in that fight. I don't know that we missed. Oh, we missed once, but I used Kasumi's ability. So we're going to go 1, 2. Going to give this back to Laurent. And that is the end of the combat. We actually did a way better job with this one than we did the previous one, and we succeeded in killing all of those bad guys. All right, well, let's go back to our book and see what happens after that fight. Among the piles of decaying flesh, you find a head that's still moaning. Thrak returns! It repeats like a record on a dreary loop. Mac walks up to the head and steps on it with a look that says, "I've dealt with zombies before." "What do you mean, you brute?" She leans. The head stops short, surprised at her response. "Thrak returns," it mumbles. "He can't return, he's sleeping," says Mac. The head hesitates. "His power returns." But we have to go to 86 and continue reading, so let's do that. "You mean there's a totem causing all of this?" says Mac. "Where is it?" "A servant," starts the head. "One of the acolytes. Which one?" says Mac, leaning with all her weight on the head. "The red one," squeaks the head. You leave the head and return to the surface, Mac wiping the bottom of her shoe with every step. "Disgusting," she mumbles. "Back in the village, you search for an acolyte with red robes. When you ask the other acolytes, one of them nods. Yes. When you went into the crypts, he took a boat to the east. Most likely he will hide in the Temple of Thrak in the old jungle." That's not good. I don't like that at all. Okay, well, we gain a big reward here. This is awesome. We gain 5 whole coins. That is a 5 spot right there. Then we're going to gain 3 experience. My pen is out, but I'm going to mark it down. I got to get a new pen. I can see, I was just denting the paper so I could see it enough. We get 3 experience. We're going to complete quest 138, which is the one we just got actually. So it's going to go into our used quest box. And then we're going to get quest 139 out. And then we're going to return to our ship. So we're done there with this. Quest 139. Let's see. 140, 139. There we go, 139. I bet you I know what it says. Yeah. Thrak's totem. Now, hey, we got 2 totems we can go after now. An acolyte is using a totem of Thrak to cause an undead scourge. He fled before we could find him, but one of the acolytes told us he went to the Temple of Thrak in the jungle on the island to the east. That's not good. East is the wrong direction. No, east is where we want to go. So we'll find it. We'll find this Temple of Thrak, and it says red is our key word for that. All right, that's the end of that bit of story. That was some fun right there, and we got 5 coins. That's going to make a huge difference for our next action, because remember, that was our first action of the turn. For our next action, we're going into the port at the Crypt of Evol. There is one there. We can do a number of things. We can go to the inn, and for 4 coins, yes, we're doing that. For 4 coins, we're going to do that. We can also spend a coin to repair our ship, and we can spend experience. We're doing all of that. So that's good news for us on all fronts. So we're going to spend all 6 coins right now, because we're going to do both the inn and the shipyard. So we're going to first, I'm going to take both the damage off the ship. There was 2 damage on the ship. We've now had it repaired. And that's that. So, but now we get to do the ship, which is 1 fatigue and 2 health on every crew member, and that's really, really useful. Unfortunately, we don't get rid of statuses that way. I don't believe. I'm going to double check the inn. I don't think that's true. That would be probably uber powerful if we did that. But I'm just going to double check because I want to make sure. And it says visiting port at the inn. Nope, that's it. Just 1 health, 2 fatigue. Okay, so or 1 fatigue, 2 health. So we're going to get rid of a fatigue on Kanan, on Marco, on Laurent. 1 on the captain, 1 on Raphael, and 1 on Gregory Little. So we have only 1 fatigue, and it's on our captain right now. But our captain has endurance, so she's pretty tough and can take it. Now we get to get 2 damage off of everybody, right? So Kanan had 2 damage exactly. That's gone. Raphael has 3, so he's going to be down to 1 damage on him. Audrey had 1 damage on her. She's fine. Laurent had a damage on him. He's fine now. Let's see. Next up, we got the captain has no damage now. Kasumi, of course, at the beginning of the next turn, they're all going to take more damage from those that have the poison. 1 more damage off of her. Raphael is back to normal health after being seriously damaged for a long time. He's 2 up. And both Mac and Gregory had 1 damage each, so they are perfectly healthy. That was a very successful port action. Now we're going to buy some level cards. So I have a total of, let's see, I have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 points of level cards to buy. So let me think about it offline, and we'll see which ones we purchase. Okay, here's the ones we bought. Now, one of the cool things about our skill cards is even if we have 2 skill cards we've purchased, from using command tokens, we still get to place these. So I took this Whopper one, a 5-1, that gets as expensive as 7. It's called Jury Rigged Engine. If you use Audrey to travel, add 2 to the fate. If the total is 9+, we get to ignore hazards. That's pretty cool. So she has that now. I put that on her board. The other one I took to balance this out is Marco with the Inventive Chef. It also gives him a crafting skill. When any player cooks a recipe, they may substitute one ingredient for another. That is really useful to us because we always seem to be slightly short of ingredients. So that is what we purchased. That was a pretty good action at the Crypt of Evol. Man, that was a pretty beefy turn, right? I mean, that was it right there. Those 2 things we did. So I think what we're going to do is, do I take another turn is the question of the day. This is going to be a pretty long video, actually, because that turn with the big fight in the middle there got extensive. Now, we do want to head east. Let's take a look at that real quick. Here we are. We want to start heading back this direction. I don't know where this temple is. It might be there. Could be there, too, the Temple of Thrak. It says it's east. Could be here. Could be anywhere. We're going to head along there. It doesn't say. Could be that big, giant place right there near Hunter's Haven. We're also going that direction to look for another totem. We could get 2 totems while we're there if we're lucky. So I think now that we're a little healthier, we are going to do that. But we have to, I just want to check some of these things. Some of these are at the end of the turn. Yeah, the Sea Serpent is at the end of the turn. We have to draw a fate card. If it's 4+, we don't suffer any damage, but if it isn't, we take a ship damage. It is a 1. So the ship is going to take a damage on the 1, which is the hull. So the hull can only take 1 damage. So we got a leak in the hull. That's bad. And we can't take any more hull damage. Okay, and that happened. Now let me see. The strange illness whenever anyone draws a fate 1. But that was not a person that drew a fate 1. However, we did. You know what? I need to remember who did that. I think it was Kasumi, because she used her own ability to draw another card. So she took this. Whenever anyone draws a fate 1, gain -1 health and gain 1 weakened. So I needed to do that with Kasumi. I don't know. Remember if that would have affected her fight. I'm not sure. Let's see what it would have done. -2 to all skills, so it would not have affected her fighting. But she does now have 1 point of damage on her as well. So we're going to get rid of this weakness and this poison on all these people we have. Now, Kasumi has both weakened and poison. That's pretty bad. And then the spider webs don't do anything to us now. I think we're going to end it there. We're going to stop this episode right here. Sorry I got a little out of joint with those cards. There's a lot to remember in the game now. And one of the things I can see an advantage of playing multiplayer is everybody's playing a couple of characters. A couple people can manage the cards. I think there's a lot of value in that because you can see how much I have going on this board by episode 10. There's tons and tons of stuff happening. So anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I'll see you in the next episode. And I look forward to continuing on in our adventures on the Wandering Sea. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.